Have you ever wondered kung paano mag-create ng custom backup recovery file ng MXQ Pro ninyo? Para in case na nagloko ito in the future, kayang-kaya nyo itong i-restore sa kanyang dating sigla. Well, in this video, I will teach you how to install and use a custom recovery tool to do this. Let's go! Ang lahat ng Android devices, mapa-phone man yan, or tablet, or Android box ay may tinatawag na stock recovery. Ito yung secret menu that you can access on Android devices wherein you can restore them to factory settings. Malaki ang naitutulong nito lalo na kapag nagloloko na ang device nyo at kailangan nyo itong i-reset para bumilis ito. Meaning to say, ang device nyo ay magbabalik sa dati nitong original operating system, wherein mabubura lahat ng files nyo including your installed applications and accounts, and it will be as fresh kung paano nyo ito nabili noon. Ang disadvantage lang ng stock recovery once na nag-reset kayo, mabubura na lahat ng user data and files nyo, including your photos, videos, files, applications, and accounts, and you will be back to square one. Dadaan ka na naman sa mahabang proseso ng pag-i-install ng applications at paglagin bawat isa ng inyong mga accounts. Yan ang limitation ng stock recovery. Teka, wala bang tool para pwede akong mag-create ng system file backup ng Android device ko na kung saan ando na lahat ng gusto kong applications, files, and accounts? Then in the future, just in case na nagloko ang Android device ko, pwede kong i-restore ang system backup file na ito wherein intact pa rin ang user data and file ko. Well, the answer to that is yes. Yan ang trabaho ng mga custom recovery tools tulad ng TWRP or CWM. TWRP stands for Team Win Recovery Project, while CWM stands for Clockwork Mod. For this video tutorial, I will teach you how to install TWRP Custom Recovery specifically for MXQ Pro 4K na mayroong S905 processor. I have tested this in my device and it has done pretty well and saved me from a lot of headaches, especially kapag nagtetest ako ng bagong operating system para sa MXQ Pro. Para naman sa mga Android boxes na may ibang Amlogic processors like S905X, S905X2, S912, or S922, you may refer to the provided link below. However, I will not be responsible for any damage sa device nyo from following the instructions sa provided link, dahil I have not tested them personally. Please proceed with caution. Okay, going back to MXQ Pro with S905 processor, ito ang mga kailangan natin para makapag-install ng TWRP Custom Recovery. A newly formatted SD card or USB flash drive, a keyboard or a mouse, a working internet connection sa MXQ Pro ninyo. First step is to download the TWRP Custom Recovery File Installer. From your MXQ Pro, go to your internet browser and type the following address. I have provided the link in the description below para hindi na kayo mahirapang mag-type. Browse through the page and download the TWRP Custom Recovery File Installer para sa S905 processor. Wait until the download is finally finished. For the second step, copy the TWRP Custom Recovery File Installer to your external drive, which can be an SD card or a USB flash drive. Insert your external drive to your MXQ Pro, and after which, click the local icon in the home screen and go to File Browser. Once it is opened, click the local disk and head to the download folder. Copy the TWRP Custom Recovery File Installer which we have downloaded and paste it to your external drive. As for the third step, we reboot to recovery and install TWRP. Maraming paraan para gawin ito, but the simplest is to download the Reboot Manager from the Play Store, which will not take long as the file is very small. Once the app is installed, launch the application and choose Reboot to Recovery. Click Yes to confirm the process and finally, grant the super user request. Wait for the device to reboot until you are taken to the stock recovery menu. Ganito nga pala ang itsura ng halos ng mga stock recoveries sa mga Android devices. Mamaya mapapansin nyo kung gaano kalaki ang difference ng TWRP sa stock recovery. Well, to install TWRP, choose Apply Update from External Storage. If you are using a mouse, galawin nyo lang ng bahagya ang mouse to select that option. Well, if you are using a keyboard, it is much easier. Just use the navigational keys up or down, then once selected, press Enter. Select the external drive kung saan nyo nilagay yung TWRP installer. Left-click to proceed, then select TWRP installer, then left-click ulit to initiate the installation. TWRP will begin installing. Once the installation is finished, select Reboot System Now. That's it! Installed na ang TWRP Custom Recovery sa MXQ Pro mo. We can check kung installed na nga ba talaga ang TWRP by launching again Reboot Manager and selecting Reboot to Recovery. Tada! Meron ka ng TWRP Recovery na may napakaraming features to backup and restore. Sa madalas na pagkakalikot at pagpa-fine-tune sa Android box natin para bumilis ito, may mga times na mararamdaman mo na, wow! Ang bilis at napaka-smooth ata ng Android box ko ngayon ah! Well, that is the best time to create a backup of your file system. Para in case man na may magalaw ka na settings or may ma-install ka na malware in the future that will cause a sudden slowdown sa Android box mo, kaya mo nang ibalik ito sa dati niyang sigla by simply restoring your backup file. To create a backup recovery file, all you need to do is to insert a newly formatted external drive to your device. Mapa USB man yan or SD card. Launch the Reboot Manager, select the Reboot to Recovery, and then click Yes. The device will reboot and you will be finally taken to the TWRP Recovery menu. Select Backup, click Storage, and select your external drive. Dito magsasave yung i-create na file system backup ng TWRP. Click OK and swipe the bar to begin creating the backup. The backup process will now commence. Wait for it to finish and then reboot the system. Once it booted up, remove your external drive from your MXQ Pro. Insert this drive to your PC and access it. Upon opening, you will see the folders created. Inside the TWRP folder are your recovery files. Simply copy this folder to your PC's hard drive for proper safekeeping. Over time, mararamdaman mo na tila ba nahihirapan na sa buhay ang MXQ Pro mo at nagsisimula na itong maghingalo at magbagal. Well, magwawalan ng pag-asa dahil yan na ang pinakaantay mong takdang panahon para i-restore mo na yung ginawa mong backup file. Buti na lang andyan si TWRP para sumaklolo sa atin. To do a backup file restore, just simply copy the TWRP folder you save in your PC to your external drive. Pagkatapos nun, just simply insert the external drive sa MXQ Pro. Power on the device. At kapag nasa home screen na kayo, launch the Reboot Manager and select Reboot to Recovery. Click Yes to confirm. You will be taken to TWRP Recovery. And this time, pipiliin natin yung Restore. Click mo yung Select Storage and piliin mo yung external hard drive kung saan mo sinave yung TWRP folder. Click the recovery file and swipe to restore. Wait for a few minutes until the restoration is finally finished. Once completed, simply reboot the system. At this point, you may now already remove your external drive. Once booted up, you will be welcomed by a fresh and stable operating system that you have once backed up. As you can see, hindi nabura ang mga user-installed applications natin. at pati ang Google account natin ay still intact. That's the beauty of having a custom recovery. So, I hope you learned something from this video. Up next naman, I will teach you how to speed up your Android box. Dahil ang kadalasang nakikita kong reklamo sa mga forums ay ang pagbagal ng system nila over the course of time. Stay tuned to the channel for more helpful videos. Alright, that's it for now. Hanggang sa muli mga ka-frugal. This is Lawrence and have a good day.